You guys remember this? I caught this for you guys. I told you I was drawn to take the picture through my window, and this is what I found. And then the next day I was drawn again to the window. You guys will see it way back in the, I made a whole video of it because the last thing that I saw will blow your mind. Yeah, my screen is doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It may be a little bit smaller, but I don't care because it's weird, okay? So anywho, you see the next day, this is what happened. I was drawn to do this, and it's like, it looked like 3, but then if I look at it clearer, it'll look like 5 or 6 or 7, I don't know, of these, okay? So, yeah, so the next day I was drawn to more of these, okay? Which I choose to say are spirits. So a lot of spirits are they did something this particular time, man, I'm telling you. And a lot of you guys, look way back at my videos, you'll see the whole entire video. And this is before they started really harming my channel relentlessly and then this is when somebody else came up with a name, and how they say the one from India and the one person. It's interesting that they have my same name, because people used to make that joke and say, oh, well, if you get scammed, it's that one guy in India or some crazy stuff they say sitting behind the desk. Well, I have 2 people with the same name, that has channels as mine. And so a lot of my subscribers that I met out in the field, I hope they are never confused by this. However, I see that they have been harming my channel over the years, and now we're learning about all of this other stuff that's coming to light, which I was, always telling you guys something of the sort, okay, which I'm trying to post right now, because I'm gonna let y'all see in every which way. Something brief though. But this is my channel, and this is how it was before anything. You see how it went from the 2s to the 1s, and then if I go back to my other information that I have, you'll see actually more. But nevertheless, it's neither here nor there, but this is what's happening now.
Governments have to protect you, whether that's local, state, maybe even federal. Y'all see ILO Convention number 169. Self-identification as indigenous or tribal shall be regarded as a fundamental criterion. All right, so it is a criteria to correct your status. Look at Article 2. Governments must develop coordinated and systematic actions to protect the rights of these people and to guarantee respect for their integrity. Y'all screaming y'all tired of people bothering y'all, messing with y'all, saying y'all not indigenous. Let's go even deeper. All right. Article 13 through 16. Recognize special relationship to land and territories. Require identification, protection. My laptop shut off, but anyways, look, they even talk about reparations. If y'all have removal without free and conformed consent, all of y'all who say that your land was taken, they have to ensure return and compensation where relocation occurs. So, y'all see ILO Convention number 169.
Oh, how long you been doing poetry? I said many years, more than 20. But when I caught her expression, my smile started to fade. She said, more than 2 decades and you still performing around the way? I at least thought you'd been on Broadway or a national stage. My nostrils fled. I shifted in my seat. I adjusted my glasses. I said, what you say to me? She said, I'm just saying, more than 20 years should probably bring you fame. I said, well, the fact that I'm still in demand leaves me amazed. I'm grateful. I looked at sis again. There was no scales, no sharp talons, but it was a little smoke on her tongue. She was hateful. She said, how old are you? I took a long look around the room. I was hinting at sis to go on and move. I was trying not to be rude. I said, I'm in my early 40s. She said, true. I don't see no ring. I said, no, baby girl, not yet. She said, oh, so you ain't meet nobody who wanted to take you off the market? I said, well, of the few men that I dated, there was one I thought I would be with for life, but it didn't work out that way. She said, another independent woman who can't find her Mr. Right. I said, sis, you want to fight? But she laughed at my offense. Instead of falling back, she leaned in. She said, you sitting here like you ain't got no friends. At least tell me you got some kids. I said, I don't have no time for this. My life is beautiful the way that it is. She said, oh, you one of them. I said, one of who, friend? She said, you the type to meet a grim reality with toxic positivity. You sitting there like you never wanted to be mommy or wifey. I said, you're talking to a woman who has radical acceptance for whatever God has for me. I said, honestly, I'm at peace. And I remembered I didn't even have to be in this woman's vicinity. I started to gather my things up quickly. I said, for the record, I didn't enjoy your company. But since you forced yourself upon me, the least you can do is tell me your name. Sis gonna say same. I said, same as what, girl? Stop playing. She said, same as the woman that I'm talking to, boo. She said, sis, I'm you. I'm the dark corners of your brain. I give voice to what your subconscious be saying. She said, you met a lot of hurt people who wanted you to feel the same. You used to ignore it, but now in the quiet corners of your day, you start to regurgitate all of the negative things they used to throw your way. And she said, look around, sis, I'm not even here. But I'm glad that you can hear your inner thoughts really are that rude. You need to get to therapy and get them people's opinions up off of you. Because I know your life is beautiful, but the question is, do you? She said, right now, you sounding like your own biggest hater. And I wanted you to know that until you let their opinions go, you are the only dragon that needs slaying. Thank y'all.
I told you niggas Hitler was a made-up character. Why? Because these corporations who made these goddamn GMO humans, when the world said they couldn't make them no more and sell them like that, they had to get rid of the product. So what do big corporations do when they got an overabundance of product? They haul off the cost. By doing what? Dumping the product. Okay, they made all these goddamn GMO humans, all this goddamn product that was crazy as hell in mental asylums. These bitches were crazy. They made them 1 year old in an hour. They had mental asylums, prisons, and A63 after the World Fair. That's why the first black massacre is in New York, because that's when they turned them loose. They had already put them on orphan trains from 854 to 929. Where from 854 to 863, we helped their ass. But in 863, them bitches mobbed us out. That's y'all question. Me, Dr. King, I was born 929. You seen what happened? Look at what happened. Now, 863 was the first black massacre. Now, what did they say did all this? Mobs of white men. Every last one. Look. Every last one. Every last one. Mobs of white men. Well, where did these mobs of white men come from? If they was around, why they ain't tear it up before that? Because they wasn't around. They were made through scientific advancements in the scientific world. Test tube babies, Cabbage Patch Kids, incubator babies that have been incubated 1 year.
Why we have to give money to countries that hate us. They should be able to hate us for free. I'm not saying you're the dumbest person in the world, but you better hope the dumbest person in the world doesn't die. Cosmo cosmopolitan, goat's milk latte drinking, avocado toast eating. Life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid. I think she's the reason there are directions on a shampoo bottle. They wanted it like an axe wants a turkey. They wanted it like Ben wants J-Lo.
She's the reason why they have directions on a shampoo bottle. He's a funny man.
Welcome home, all of my divine loves and my divine lovettes. I love you guys. I love you guys. Listen up, you guys. I received a download shortly, a few moments ago. You guys already know. Yeah, it's in my soul. And what I want to share with you guys is, before we do, just come right on in. You guys already know this is your home too. Refreshments on the left, coffee on the right, water fountains and restrooms in the back. Put your feet up, because on this channel, we do not lack. We may stack. Some of you guys may pack. However, it's a matter of fact. Listen up, you guys. Yeah, this is a huge download in which I must unpack, okay? Yeah, this is one of those life-death type of downloads, okay? Bear with me in which way. Okay, you guys, as you see before you, I had to put that to let you guys know. Happy Friday for all of you guys, okay? Yeah, today is Friday, November the 7th, 2025. I received, it's Trump Day, official Trump Day. You remember that? Yeah, we say all the time, Happy Trump Day. It's Friday. The time that I received this download was 8:58 in the a.m. You guys already know, through my meditation, the higher realms told me that the a.m. stands for the Ascended Master's time. It could be your angels' time with you guys as well, but your Ascended Master's time, is what the higher realms told me. And PM is more like prayer meditation time, positive movement time, prayer and manifestation time. However, that's why some of you guys get that tap on the shoulder if you haven't prayed in a while or did something in a while. The higher realms tap you on your shoulder, and you wake up in the middle of the a.m., all right, because of that time. The higher realms send the ascended masters to check on you guys. Hey, everything all right? You know what I mean? That's why the a.m. is very, very important. That's why everything is still usually around that time. If you notice, a lot of stillness comes with that time. The peace be still, because it's your ascended master's time. Some of you guys, the whole world may not be still, but the bottom line is, in different areas of the world, major stillness is in effect because of the a.m. Ascended Master's time. Usually it's very quiet when they wake you up to speak with you. Some of you guys may think you wake up in the middle of the morning just to go to the bathroom and drink some water and things of that nature. That's not it. It's the a.m., the Ascended Master's time with you. When you wake up those weird hours, 2:30, 1:30, 3:30, 4:30, sometimes 5:30 for some. Yeah, so that is what it is. So you guys, I just wanted to explain that, because that was something that the higher realms wanted you guys to know. The a.m. is your Ascended Master's time with you. The p.m. is prayer meditation time, prayer manifestation or positive movement time. Okay? Yeah, in every way. I say positive movement for people who think that they do not pray. They don't understand, or understand that they are a living prayer. Because whether they pray or not, somebody prayed for them. You know how people go and they say, yeah, I think Shannon Shannon and Keith, they should have a little baby boy. It'd be good if they had twins too. Yeah, let us pray. And then they pray for them, be like, yeah, I want Shannon to have two boys. I mean, you're living prayer. And those of you who think you don't pray, but you just all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, you just are a person that people can call on, you're a living prayer. That's the bottom line. Because they pray for you to respond to their call or to whatever you guys do. So no matter what you do, you can't escape that prayer within you, So there it is. Bye bow. Yeah, bada bing, bada bow. Okay. Now the download was delivered at 8:58 a.m. and like I said, this is a life death download. But usually when the higher realms give me a time, I actually look it up to see what the time message is, because 8 has a lot to do with increased action, something really increasing, an overflow of something. Abundance is what it is. And the 8 represents the circle at the top and the circle below. So it says, so as it's done above, it shall be done down below message. And the 5 represents a significant change. But because these both numbers are multidimensional spiritual numbers, it represents a multidimensional spiritual meaning. All right. So this number 5 is dimensional spiritual change of increase to this realm here. Okay. Yeah. So I'm hearing, yes, this spiritual realm here, this spiritual establishment, 8 and 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So yeah, so that message is of 21. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. So that's 21. And that's some people that's been praying for a new beginning. So that's what's happening here. So a lot of manifestations for a new beginning to this message, because if you add 8 and 8, that's 16. That equals 21 is what I said. So yeah, the message is 21. And when you see that 2, that has a lot to do with prayers. That's why I take 2 hands to form a prayer. And that number 1 has a lot to do. See, number 1 was never meant to be a number in the first place. That number 1 represent why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. So that number 1 represents God, the Alpha, the beginning. So that's why I say the higher realm says, as sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, whatever you already going to be there. So somebody's going to be praying for a new beginning, or they have. And this is what this new beginning has brought about, a significant amount of abundant change here. I mean, significant. And it makes sense because when you look at November, it represents the number 11, and it looks like a doorway, right? So that's a portal. This is a portal to release that number 7. And number 7 is like a number that lets you know that you're trying to get over some difficulties. These are some difficulties, right? So when the higher realm speaks through the number 7, the higher realm is saying that you will overcome all of these obstacles and realize success, right? And it's amazing that we see this 202 here. And then that 25 that equals 7 again. So there you have it. 44 crew, because 7 and 7 is 14 as well. So these numbers are significant. And 14 is abbreviation for the 144 crew. 20 is the higher realm's favorite number. 202 has a represent. Ooh. You guys, if you ever know 202, that has a lot to do with this message for you. Yeah, it has a lot to do with when you think about 202, think about H2O. It's the higher realms and the divine. So it's the 2. Remember I told you 2 circles represent above and below? That's what this is talking about. The earthly realm and the divine realm, okay? I can't make it up in any way. So 202, and you see the world in the middle, the circle there, it has a lot to do with that. So it's a H2O. It's divine strength going into your body, and the H can stand for heavenly or human realm, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, there it is, okay? So the bottom line is that in every way. So I just want to break that down briefly to you guys and let you guys know something there. So the message of November is saying the high realms is creating a doorway for you guys to overcome these obstacles and realize success, okay? Because you guys are higher realms favored in every way, and this is a message for the 144 crew. You are protected here no matter what you guys do, and I can't make it up, okay? So they want you to recognize that this circle means the higher realms is with you guys full circle, okay? And yes, 2 plus 2 does equal 4. I hear somebody saying that. Okay, yeah, this is a blessing for 4 parts of the world, 4 seasons of the earth, 4 elements of the earth. Okay, a lot of you guys need to know the worth of the number 4. Number 4 is never to be ignored in the spiritual world or the spiritual realm. It means that the angels are sending you everything that you need from 4 corners of the world, 4 elements of the world, 4 seasons of the earth, even down to 4 legs on the table, which breaks it down because I have to tell you guys about those 4-legged animals as well in this message, okay? I can't make it up in any way. So, now, there it is. All right, so that's what the higher realms would like for you guys to know here, okay? In each and every way. In time, Time, things I must earn in this lifetime. A lot of you guys have earned this significant change. How have you earned it? Well, as it says, as so. So as it's done above, it shall be done down below. You guys had to come from the above to the below to make this change. So you know that you know. Okay? Yeah. All right. So, a lot of you guys are definitely need to hear this. This is what's going on, and let me break it down. The download, okay, in every way. Okay, you guys, I see. You see what I see now. The ping is on Venezuela, okay, and that's what's happening. The higher realms have given me a download that a tsunami is going to happen in Venezuela. It's been a spiritual alert for them to do something in regards to the schools, the pets, the animal shelters or something like that, and the churches as well. Okay, and what the higher realms has told me is a tsunami in every way, and I have to look because the number 6 came up, and the higher realms told me number 6, and I believe the higher realms is saying number 6 category. No, I'm seeing number 6, almost a 7 category of tsunami coming to Venezuela. And it may even hit around 6 o'clock. That's what I was really getting as well. But it can't be 6 o'clock because it's something about school. So I don't know, you guys. It may come around school hours or something of that nature. But the bottom line is category 6, almost 7, and the higher realms is giving me a download of a tsunami attacking the Venezuela location of the world. And you guys, I'm going to see if I can refurbish my download in regards to what tsunami mean. I made a whole video. The higher realms gave me a download about what it means, okay? It has a lot to do with spiritual in nature, of course, right? Because this is a spiritual message, and we all are born of a mighty powerful spirit. And the spirit you all is just like the word says. Spirit you all is for everyone. The spirit has no sex, no age, no color, okay? It's why we choose love. The color is love. The race is love. The ethnicity is love. The reality should be love in its entirety. And that's the peace that passes all, understanding, right? Yeah. So, the higher realms even broke down the word love, and I have all of that in my videos as well. But the bottom line is, you guys, this tsunami is coming through, and I received that message at 8:58. So I don't know, you guys. It's definitely soon. Okay. I don't. Sometimes my downloads or my prophecy downloads, they come, you know, a little bit sooner here, more rapid. You know, because I added the 885 up in totality. Um, yeah, no, it can't be that. Okay, so it's coming soon, you guys, and I really hope it's not the time that they're taking people to school or get the children just getting in school at 8:58 or something like that. So, like I said, it's been a message to. So this tsunami is going to hit the schools hard. It's going to hit the schools hard, the churches, and the animal shelters hard, or something of that nature, is what I'm getting. So this is a download for Venezuela. Okay, peace, light, and love to all of you guys. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, Paul A. Peace be unto you, and within one.